much. I'm Gordon. I'm the man lucky enough to have directed and developed this show over the last 10 years. It takes a lot of work to make a joy machine, and that would not be possible without the hundreds and hundreds of people over the years who have done this. And tonight, this cast of heroes have developed the show with all of their heart, with all of their wit, with their humanity, their humility, and I am in awe of every single one of them. Our band, our crew. Everyone at the James Earl Jones, our producers, our marketing, our general managers. There are so many people that go into the making of a show that I couldn't possibly name them all, but this endorphin assault of an evening took a lot of work and a lot of love, and I just wanted to acknowledge it. And although the ending is coming earlier than we wanted to, the ending is not the story, as Bill Finn once said. This show is going to continue on tour. It's going to be So there will be more, and because I only like to work with the same people over and over again, I know I'm going to work with all of you again in the next 12 minutes. But most importantly, I just wanted to hand it over to our book writer, John Abrams.
I'll try and be brief, but I kind of want to savor and steal every last moment I can here at the theater. I'd like to thank you, the audience, first of all, for supporting us today and every day. Seeing your smiles and your tears and hearing your laughter, it's why we do this. And I'd like to thank our creative team and our company. To the creative team, your collective experience was matched only by my inexperience, and this is my first Broadway show that I've written. And you welcomed me with open arms. I got a master's in musical theater from all of you, and I am just so grateful. And I do want to take a moment to talk about the company, because I mean, there are words on a page in black and white, and then you guys make them alive, in color, burning bright, and it's just an honor to have you working with the words that we all created. And I would also like to just say that some of you have been on this journey since the beginning. I'm looking at John Dossett here, who's been with us for 8 years. And that speech that Stone gives at the end, I will say that it was maybe the hardest thing. I labored over that. And I wanted it to sum up the point of the show, but I really wanted it to come from you and to be perfect, because you have been the father of this company on and off the stage, and that's absolutely true. And to Robert, who's been with us since the beginning, you said to me on text the other day that this is the end of this run, but our run as friends is open-ended and never-ending, and I believe it. Where's Billy? There he is. Billy, Tucker was an arch 80s villain, and then you showed up. And you made him more than I could have ever dreamt and imagined, and I'm really grateful for that. Truly. 8 years. You've played every member of the band. You had a Scottish accent at one point. And tonight, that's wax will burn in my memory forever. I'm going to pass the mic to Lauren in a second. I just want to also thank the unsung heroes of this production, the spouses and partners of this group. You held the forts down when we went away for weeks or months, and you lifted us up when we needed it, which was often. And I do want to say one more thing. to you, sir, Mr. Huey Lewis. You are the only one, minus the fiery, horrible car death. And I'm just so grateful to have met my musical idol, to befriend my musical idol, and to hopefully, and I believe with this incredible group of people, carry your legacy far beyond any of our lifetimes. Kids will be performing Heart of Rock and Roll Jr. in their grade school class, and we're all gonna go.
Shout out to the ensemble. They come early, they stay late, they come to understudy rehearsal, they keep the curtain up, and they put their bodies on the line for us to have fun and laugh and be joyous every night. And I'm so grateful.
Most importantly, here's the man, Mr. Huey Lewis.
Thank you, Grant. Thank you very much. Wow. I thought about what I was going to say tonight because when we found out this would be our last show, and I've only had a week to think about it, and I have no idea what I'm going to say. I'm still looking for the sweet in bittersweet, because that's what this is, bittersweet. And I want to, again, it's my turn to thank the company. I lost my hearing 6.5 years ago, and I can't perform and sing anymore. But I love the stage. And that kind of explains why I hang out in the dressing rooms while I watch rehearsal when I have nothing to offer. All the high fives backstage. I'm really just trying to get on the stage again. And I want to cover for John. But I do want to have a few thank yous of my own. First to Gordon, who captained our ship and introduced us to all of these people. Me, so grateful to you and how you led us through this whole thing. Well done. To John, and this project started with John and Tyler, whose story this is. And John wrote an amazing book here, I think, because it's funny and it's fun. And funny is harder to do than dark. And it's funny and it's fun, and it wouldn't work if it wasn't meaningful and heartfelt, and there was a real story there. And that's what this is. The Heart of Rock and Roll, the musical, is really about the power of love. And John captured that so magnificently, John. This may be your first Broadway show, but it won't be your last. I promise. And I want to say just a couple words about our unassuming orchestrator. Brian Lucifer, and this is not his first show, and it won't be his last show. But what he did with our music, it was amazing, because his very first impression of everything, the treatment of every song was so special and so right, and the medleys are amazing. And you did such a magnificent job, and that really propelled the whole project. And Brian, you're one of the great ones, man. And I gotta say something about Lauren here, who is, you all know, Lauren is the best, and getting better, if that's possible. And watching you do your thing was one of my favorite things for the last 7 years. Just watching you put that all together is amazing. You have such talent, and you're so humble about it. You know, it's just silly. But one of the greatest folks, Lauren Lutero. I need to mention the band, who are right down there. Lil Van Dyke is our musical director and does an amazing job. Matt who plays guitar and keyboards and secondarily conducts, and he's right there. Nate is our guitar player. He's amazing. Vivi, our bass player, is unbelievable. There's Rafi and Gina and John Scarpua are our horn players, and they're all anchored by the great Jeff Roberts on drums. Here, Jeff has been doing our show for 7 years. So that's the band, and now I get my hit at the cast. And I'm not going to go to everyone. It's been so amazing to watch you guys do your thing, and here's why. Because I always said, you know, it's not enough to be good in a show. You have to be good, and you have to make others better. And we have a cast full of every one of you actors up here are not only great, but you make everybody else great. And the company is just a happy ship that way. And we are so proud of this show. And it's all due to you guys. Corey and everybody. Thanks so much. So that's almost it for me. I want to thank Justin Scribner, who gives us the folks over there and keeps that ball rolling. I want to say just this. I have thought about this show every day, almost constantly, since we announced that we had this fabulous theater here. And thanks to Bob Wankel and Jesse for looking after us here in this amazing theater. Thanks also to Pete Sanders and Geraldine for all my press work, and to Danny and to and Kayla and Hunter, who couldn't be here tonight, for looking after me and us and all of this. And you know, I literally have thought about this show every day, constantly, for almost 8 months now. And tomorrow, that's going to stop. And that's a very sad thing for me. But I just want to say, I'm not going to say goodbye, Broadway, because I'm going to say, like we say in musical theater, till we meet next time.